starting any exercise program, always get cleared by a primary care doctor.
Hey there, Jet Coburnus here with the Exercise Physiology Show. This is episode number 7, and coming from you in the car. Why? Because this is where I can fit in what I do during my day, right? I bring information, questions that people ask me, and my experience, my education. I'm a former fat kid that decided to share what I've learned. I have an exercise science degree and plenty of certifications, and just a lot of life experience that I think I can bring to the table. So I just want to give a quick shout out to some people. Ashley Asen, hopefully I'm saying your last name right, I'm fairly sure I am. Kathy Gardner and Barb. I don't know if she wants me to say her last name. So they are 3 awesome people who are doing really, really well. Losing inches and losing pounds and gaining strength, gaining muscle, gaining their life back. I'm very impressed by them. I'm very inspired by them because they got some stuff going on, but they just continue to choose to be happy and to be themselves and love themselves first. So yeah. So Ashley had asked what are some foods that are high in fiber and high in iron, and there are some on those lists that like broccoli is high in both. Okay. Nuts are high in both. If you want to go specifically, like walnuts, almonds, pistachios. High in iron would be peanuts, lima beans. I think it's pretty much beans in general. Actually, beans is also high in fiber. Legumes, right? The fiber end would be cauliflower and apples, raspberries, strawberries, and that can be just permanent, permanently on your list of weekly things to get from the grocery store. If you're in Minnesota, Aldi's. Aldi is a good place to get some produce. The reason it's lower priced is because it's, you only have a few days to eat it. It's close to being expired. It's not expired, but close to. So that's why they can, reduce the price way down. But yeah, I'd go to Aldi for sure. I had a question from Kathy. She asked, well, what's the difference between rice cakes and bread? It would be the carbohydrate count and the sugar count. You just got to find the ones that are gluten-free and GMO-free. They're genetically modified organisms. That's a whole topic on itself, is GMOs, and I'm not really going to get into that. But rice cakes have way less carbs and way less sugar than bread. I'm not saying don't eat bread and don't eat gluten or whatever if you're not gluten intolerant, but if you're going to look to cut carbs somewhere and cut sugar somewhere, putting in rice cakes is probably a good thing to do. Costs, similar. The price is similar. So, yeah, rice cakes. I love them. Put some peanut butter on it. Throw some banana on there. Rice cakes. You can throw anything. Almond butter. A lot of things you can throw with rice cakes. I think it was a big thing in the 80s or the 90s, which was really funny, that you only ate rice cakes, if you wanted to lose weight. But it's more than that. The rice itself, if you get like the brown rice, there's actually plenty of benefits for brown rice. There's essential vitamins and minerals you need from that. You can buy enriched, you can buy all organic. Sometimes you're gonna find them they're a little more money, but whatever, right? If you really think that then your health is important, you're gonna find the money for stuff. Okay. Let's see. So I just wanted to bring up one topic on my own here without anybody's questions, but it's living for today. I think a lot of people get caught up. You gotta set goals, and you have to, do a little projection, if you will, with your life. But I think a lot of it is we have to live for today and not worry so much about what happened yesterday and what may happen tomorrow. We have to know and understand where we're going, but really living for today and acting and reacting is a big deal. I think in today's world we worry too much about tomorrow, because really tomorrow's not guaranteed. What can happen today is what you should be worrying about and learning about, right? But that's just my own topic. I hope that you put that in there and think about that. Other thing I'd like to talk about is Tabata training. Okay, I do a lot of Tabata training or Tabata style training in my own daily WODs that I put out there, because what Tabata training does, and if you've never heard of it, look it up, right? Do a little Google search on Tabata training. Tabata training is you're going 20 seconds as hard as you can, and then you're resting 10 seconds. And then you're going again for 20 seconds as hard as you can, and then you're resting 10 seconds. Sometimes I give exact reps to do and then rest 10 seconds, but that's fine. So what Tabata training does is it increases your oxygen intake, right? Your oxygen consumption. And what that means is the more oxygen you consume, the higher your metabolism is or is going to be. It's called exercise post-oxygen consumption, EPOC. Okay, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. But Tabata training is the fastest, probably the most efficient way to get there, because, it increases. There's the steering wheel today, right? Always the steering wheel. But it increases what you need to increase, and it's not going to overdo. 20 seconds isn't really long. May feel like it when you're doing, push-ups as hard as you can, or squats, or full body extensions, or some of the common awesome body weight exercises out there, but it's the most efficient way. So Tabata training is really, really efficient, and don't feel like you can't do it to its full potential, because if you're getting winded, right? If you're getting winded at 20 seconds and you only maybe got 5 squats, done. That is your threshold. That is what your capabilities are, and that's perfect, right? Perfect practice makes perfect. Not practice makes perfect. It's perfect practice makes perfect, right? So Tabata training, if you're winded after 5 squats and it took you all of the 20 seconds to get there, done, awesome, right? That's what I'm looking for, is exhaustion, but then you rest 10 seconds and you move on to the next exercise. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah. And then fad diets, right? It's probably my story of everything. Fad diets kind of piss me off. Depending on what your goals are, I guess I agree with Barb. She had sent me some stuff, reply to an email of mine, which is awesome, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate that. But I just, depending on what your goals are, if you're looking for a quick fix, some fad diets can help you. But an overall change in what you're looking for, that is really what you should be focusing on, is the small changes. And at least, again, that's my opinion. But yeah, so that's the show today. I hope that you find some inspiration in what I'm doing. And now the camera, there it is, right? These cameras, right? They go in and out of focus. Love it, you know, technical difficulties. But I appreciate every person who hangs with me, because I'm really doing this for myself, to hold myself accountable. I know it sounds selfish, but if I can't take care of me, I cannot take care of you. So thank you for replying. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening all the way to the end of everything that I create. Thank you for doing you. Thank you for being you, because it only keeps me accountable to keep myself healthy. If I wouldn't do this, would you do this? I guess that's my question for today, is if I wouldn't do this, if I wouldn't put it out there, would you continue to do it? Have yourself a great day. Bye for now.